Safe House Habitats allows your team to safely perform hot works in hazardous zones on live plants. Oil and gas companies on every continent use Safe House Habitats to protect people, assets and production. This is the world's only fully ATEX certified habitat. It operates in Zones 1 and 2. A typical configuration includes flexible configuration panel structure, gas sensing module, welding control module, air fan, remote gas sensors, multi-sensing module, local extraction system, and emergency shutdown buttons inside and out. Combined with Safe House Habitats, SafeCool ATEX ACU shields your people from the sweltering heat. Just last year, we used one of our SafeCool units to help increase staff productivity by 100% despite temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. Conversely, a SafeHeat unit can be configured to manage extreme cold working conditions, creating the same benefits. Upon activation, the Gas Sensing Module, GSM, carries out a series of safety checks. Once the checks are completed and the GSM is activated, the damper will open to allow the continuous flow and monitoring of the supply of fresh air. The air supply fan delivers safe air into the habitat, passing it through the GSM. The fan can be either electric or pneumatic. The safe air then travels into the habitat and creates the positive pressure barrier. The habitat inflates to the controlled overpressure needed. The manometer gauge at the entrance of the habitat provides a visual reading of the positive pressure. Paired with the gas sensing module, the remote sounder beacon provides an audio and visual alarm if hydrocarbons or hydrogen sulfide are detected. The visual alarm is also ideal in noisy environments. The Safe House pressure differential module offers peace of mind that the overpressure is monitored and controlled at all times. It activates audio and visual alarms if the pressure drops below the safe operating threshold. You can connect an optional welding control module to automatically shut down pneumatic and electrical tools upon detection of low pressure and the gas alarms being activated. Tools can include, for example, internal welding equipment, power tools and grinders. This controls potential sources of ignition. The local extraction system creates a comfortable working environment, managing fumes, smoke and maintaining the right pressure inside the habitat. The gas sensing module monitors the supply of safe air being delivered into the habitat. To prevent harmful gases and hydrocarbons from entering the habitat, the damper automatically closes when the sensors detect methane at 10% lower explosion limit or hydrogen sulfide at 5 parts per million. Audio and visual alarms are immediately activated on the unit. Optional remote gas sensors can also be placed around the habitat. This is subject to a risk assessment to consider any adjacent live plant or pipework. When the welding control module is part of the system, all connected plant and equipment will be automatically isolated if any hydrocarbons are detected. There is no effect on the pressure within the habitat, which ensures an adequate cool-down period for any hot surfaces. Safe House habitats allow you to perform hot works and sim-ops on live plants without compromising safety or production. Oil and gas companies all over the world are using Safe House habitats to protect their people, assets and production, giving them the productivity advantage in existing and emerging markets.
Let's share with you a scenario on a gas plant, a live gas plant. A scenario that involves welding a new support for an agitator on a tank in a hazardous area. One task, but 2 possible options. Let's start with option 1. A welding supervisor and the permit issuer get together. It's an emergency job, so they decide they need to drain and vent the tank. No need to do anything else, just the standard scaffold tent solution. Just the same way as many times before. It'll be alright. The welder smells gas from a leak on the valve below, so they will isolate the tank. The scaffolders will cut the sheets around the pipes to create a seal. The valves are checked, and they do the gas test before the welders come for the permit. Overnight they isolate the tank, but don't think it necessary to empty it. It's an emergency job, needs must. The valves are holding and the tank is shut in. A gas test after the night shift meal break was clear. Make sure the fire watcher is in place and your permit is signed off, and they crack on. Here's your permit. An hour into the job, there is an explosion. Hazardous vapours were released and have ignited. The welder was seriously injured. The scaffold and the tarpaulin structure offered no protection. This was the first hot work accident on the plant. Was this option safer, quicker, comfortable to work in, reusable, certified and cost effective? Of course, the answer to all of these is no. Now, let's look at option 2. The same welding job, but they decide to fully contain the area using a safe house habitat. They only use safe house pressurised habitats when there is hot work to be done on the plant. It's the standard. The management recognised that scaffold tents were not designed to provide a safe work environment where there was any risk of hydrocarbon release. Why would they take the chance with people's lives? The safe house solution is simple to install and has all the features needed to create a pressurised enclosure, so that if there is a hydrocarbon release, the safest place to be is inside the habitat. Everything has been thought through. It's easy to get in and out of in an emergency. It's a certified system, so there is a standard to work to. All the materials are flame-proof, the equipment is EX rated, and it has a fume extract system. Once ready, the area authority can sign off as fit for purpose. There is also a green tag system, similar to SCAF tag. Not a difficult job. One man, one shift, less time than the scaffolding solution. The welder gets to work, safely in the habitat, and just 6 hours in, he's done. Safely and efficiently, and no one has been put in harm's way. What's more, the habitat they use can be used again, and adapted for another job. Using a safe house habitat, you get a solution that is safer, quicker, more comfortable to work in, reusable, certified, cost effective.